Hello. It is Chitter Chatter time. Hello. Fix that. All right. See how I'm saying. Hello, ladies. Hope you ladies are ready for a great night. Tonight is episode 6. Hello to everyone that's here. Ooh, it's a little hot. But I am ready for a great night here, ladies. We are doing part 2 to Fight for Love because I was cut off last week and I missed some few good points. So I'm going to dive back into that topic tonight here for you ladies. We are fighting for love tonight on Chitter Chatter. And we're going to bring back an old situation. And I'm going to have Miss Samantha come in at the end. Like I said, I never would. But first things first, ladies, let's go ahead and get our drink prepared. Tonight, we are back to the OG, De Denato. I'm not making no special drink tonight. We're doing simply vodka and cranberry because we're fighting for love tonight, ladies. So we just need to be straight. So go ahead and grab your bottles. We're drinking straight vodka tonight, ladies. So that's what I'm on. I'm going to drop some links in there where you can go get this nearby. And what we drinking tonight, can you see my cup? Got my little Bacardi cup. It's a throwback. So, see if I'm trying to put it so you can see my drink. But you might can't. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mix that. I'm going to actually mix it up in here. Because I need this. You got to have ice. Got my ice. I'm trying to see where I'm at. Here we go. Ain't nothing in there but the ice. So, I'm about to get the ice. And this is because I like cold drinks. I don't want no hot liquor. So we just gonna, how many shots are we gonna do? It just depends. I think we're gonna do 4. We may not drink the whole drink, but then we might. When you drinking good vodka, this is good vodka. It's not regular. This is not Smirnoff. I don't mean to say that. But get into it, ladies. We're gonna put 4 in here. That's 3, I think. If it's not, we don't have to drink it all. You're just making you a good drink to get through the night because we're fighting for love, ladies. And so 4 shots. Because all we're doing is vodka and cranberry. Nothing major. But I want it to be cold. So, original cranberry. This is the best cranberry. So now we got that going. I'm going to also let you guys know that fighting for love, it's a deep topic. And I went to a whole revelation last week because I guess I was doing the topic all wrong. We just gonna pour the cranberry in here. That's a little almost overflowed it. Nothing deep. And you might get you a stir, but I don't have one. So I'm gonna mix that up, and I want it cold. So I got the ice, and I'm. So I ain't gonna do that on live. Lick my little knife. I ain't gonna do that. So now that I didn't want no. I have my little strainer, but that's cool. I put 4 shots in there. So that's gonna get us through the night, ladies. While we're fighting for love. So we only need to take little light sips. So if you ladies have go ahead and mix your drink up. Let me grab my phone. If you went ahead and mixed your drink, you just need a drink in your trunk. I'm not. Black Girl Beauty, ladies. We're stepping into it. Black Girl Beauty. Tonight I'm stepping back to the original deal. So that is my drink, and we're gonna take 1 sip of that now that we made it. That is good. Woo! Ooh, wee. I'm having fun with that one. So again, ladies, if you went ahead and poured your drink, hello to everyone that's on live. Go ahead, drop some comments, share. Let me know you're in here. We are fighting for love again, ladies, and I'm taking a whole nother angle with it. Last week, I was speaking on it from a whole different angle from what I'm going to be speaking on it tonight. Because tonight, I'm going to be tapping into what I believe Black Girl Beauty to be. And one of the things that I said last week was that I don't think you should fight for love. And that's what I mean by I'm taking a whole new angle, because I don't think you should have to fight for love to be given to you. But I do think you have to fight for self-love, which is the love that we're going to be speaking on specifically tonight, because self-love is Black girl beauty, ladies. Tapping into self-love, dealing with self-love, loving yourself opens you up to a whole new world that you didn't even know existed. It just enlightens you to a whole new strength. And there are sometimes situations where you don't even know that you're not loving yourself. And that's what we're going to step into. So you can go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead because this was really a good drink I mixed up. So I'm going to go ahead and take one more sip, and I'm glad I got some ice. Also, ladies, what I want to tell you too, when you're drinking, make sure you stay hydrated. Keep water nearby. Always. You don't want to be out here drinking and you don't have water to hydrate yourself. I'm teaching you how to drink. Well, I'm not even teaching you, because we're all grown. Everyone knows how to drink. I'm drinking here with you ladies in a way that keeps you calm, cool, and collected, and you can still have a good time. Because that's what it's all about. Having a good time, being who you truly are, and tapping into Black girl beauty. So I'm going to tell you how to connect with me. You can check me out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, blackgirlbeauty.org. Also, on Instagram, I am Uniquia. That's IAMUNIQUIA. I am Uniquia, for those who didn't know how to spell Uniquia. And we have the Black Girl Beauty Foundation. You can look me up on IamUniquia.com. On Facebook, I'm Uniquia Manigault. Fun and pleasure. Instagram is Coco Plum, to use, but fun and pleasure. So that's ways for you to connect with me and get to know me, and we can link up and get to work on Black Girl Beauty Foundation, because that is what we're tapping into, ladies. And we're fighting for love. So I'm going to begin here with a beauty tip. Same beauty tip as last week, but we're going to give you another demonstration so that you can see exactly where we're coming from. These are the magnetic lashes, Black Girl Beauty 60-second kit. Now, I'm giving you a breakdown. Once you get your lashes and you start using them and you're starting to apply them, it don't even take 60 seconds, ladies, when you put it on just right. In this packet with the magnetic lashes comes, I only found the camera. It's over here. So it comes with the tweezers. These are some, I guess it would be tweezers, different kind of tweezers. Black Girl Beauty. I guess I didn't find the camera. Black Girl Beauty. It comes with 3 sets of different lashes. You have a full set, you have a wider set, and a normal lash set. Also, with the magnetic eyeliner. I was about to say mascara again. With the magnetic eyeliner, this is all you need to apply your lashes and put it on like that once you get it perfected. I'm going to just show you real quick how you put these. And you can see, you begin with the magnetic eyeliner. And really this depends on, I always go ahead and start with the regular eyeliner just so I can have the black feel. Because I use this specifically just to make the lashes stick. No other reason. I mean, it will show up like regular eyeliner, but I like to use regular eyeliner. So you're going to come in and you're going to put the eyeliner on top of the eyelid. Be sure to put the eyeliner right at the tip of the eyelid, where see a little space there. You like to leave it right there so that when you blink your eyes, it's not connecting the bottom of the eyelid to the top. Because if that gets caught up, this is a beauty tip. So I'm going to give you all the little side tricks and kinks that I ran into, so that when you put these on, it's literally a mwah. So what you do is you put the eyeliner right on the rim, because if you don't, like I said, it'll be sticking. So you want to come in, and I got me a little mirror on the side. Actually, I done bumped it. I don't like to have, actually, that's not bad. Any higher than this is too high, because you don't want it to stick, like I said. And I like to look down to also prevent it from sticking. So you just slide that across the eyelid real quick. Ooh, too much. You only need a little bit of the eyeliner. You don't need a lot. And you want to make sure you don't have too much, because you can't put the lashes on until it's dry. That's the thing. That is the key. You mess around and put the lashes on while this thing is wet, and it's not gonna stick. And it really, you put the eyeliner exactly where you want your lashes to sit as well. So that's how we're gonna come in here with that. And I just can't wait to start talking to you ladies about love tonight, because I had a whole revelation about love. I didn't even know what I know now. Love and me. Am I loud? Hey, Miss Debbie, how you doing? What I know now about love and me that I've learned just in a week, in depth, it's powerful. And I just can't wait to share that with you ladies, because I didn't even know it. And it's some things we can really wear things so well that even we don't know what's going on or how it's going on. So now that you have the eyeliner on there, what you want to do is you want to let that dry. Because like I said, if you try to put the lashes on there while it's wet, it's not going to turn out right. So I'll go ahead and fan it. Make sure I got it. Yeah, it's up there. So you want to go ahead and let that dry. And it literally takes like not even less than a minute to dry. While that's drying, we're going to go ahead and take another sip, ladies. It wasn't a big sip. Only when I take my sips on here, somebody's in the comments, oh, that was a sip. It was a regular sip, ladies. We are fighting for love and love who we are. That's the main thing. You have to learn to love who you are and be who you are, because that's how you become your best self. That's what we're tapping into tonight. So I'm gonna make sure, get myself right in the face. Want to make sure that's dry, and you don't let the lash touch the top of your lid, because like I told you, that will stick. And if you let that happen, it will annoy you. Trust me. I'll spend hours just because my eyelids sticking together. So we're gonna come in. It's not yet all the way dry. Actually, this eye over here might be dry. Also, this lipstick that I have on, this is it's a new shade. This shade is called Ira, which means wrath, if you do not know, anger. So you put this color on when you're in your mood. And this will be available on the website. It is not up just yet, but it will be added this week. This color is Ira. This is our new shade of lipstick and non-stick, ladies. See that? Tell your man to give you a kiss. It is not coming off. It's not rubbing off. And it's going to last me all night while I'm drinking this drink. So as you can see, and press down. So, sorry about that, ladies. Little mishap. So here we are. Press that down on there just like that. And there we have it. Voila. That's one lash. But see how nicely it sits on there? And you just sit that right on top of that just like that. I'm going to come in with the other side real quick. Same thing. You want to see exactly where you like your lash to sit. And it actually draws right to it. It's crazy, this song coming on. This song right here, honey. Janae really take you there, honey. Janae. But why this song coming on tonight? Okay. Black Girl Beauty, ladies. And we're talking about love. We're fighting for love and we're stepping into it. This song right here is a love song. And I was truly fighting for love when I was down with this song. Heavy. Here we are, ladies, and I told you I like to come in and press down after we have placed our lashes on. And I'm right on time, ladies, to have those lashes on. So there you have it. They will be 60-second once you start putting on your own lashes and you get the 60-second kit. This will be given away for free. I will be giving away one set of these lashes, easy to put on, real quick, real smooth, long lasting. And you see how they're just sitting? You see how they just lay? How they're not even, I call that the platitude roll. Plum attitude roll. And this will be given away Monday on my mother's live at 8:00 p.m. sharp. So make sure you're on live. I'm going to step on and I'm going to give it away. It comes with the magnetic eyeliner, these lashes that I have on, as well as 2 more different sets with the tweezers. This will be given away on Monday to the woman that adds the most women to the blackgirlbeauty.org group. If you have not yet joined the group, then please send me a request, a DM, a message, and I'll send you an invite to join the group. The group is invite only, Black Girl Beauty Women, and that is our platform for us to expand, support each other, get to know each other, and to get updates going on with blackgirlbeauty.org, what's going on with Black Girl Beauty Foundation, to get in touch with Uniquia, to get in touch with Coach Amanda Manigault, and to purchase these amazing products, things such as this lipstick and these lashes. You can get your own personal pair of these lashes right now on the blackgirlbeauty.org website. And if you add ladies to the group, one pair, this entire pack will be given away for free on Monday on the Amanda Manigault Beauty Show. So make sure you tune into that so you can win your lashes. Last week, we had a little technical difficulty, so I wasn't able to finish the live. But that is what we're going to be doing next week. And you guys have the opportunity to win them first. So I also want to step back to our blackgirlbeauty.org group. Speaking of you ladies, in that group, please come in and comment and get to know each other. If questions are asked, answer the questions. If someone has something to say, please jump in and share. We are there to support each other. We are there to get to know each other. We are there to network. We are learning about Black girl beauty, business, and we are tapping into things that Black women don't normally tap into. Issues that we don't normally touch, things that we normally step away from. So, ladies, in this moment, we are going to take one more sip. That was a big sip. That is good. And it's like the right amount of cranberry, right amount of vodka. So moving right along. Fight for love, ladies. That is our topic for tonight. So what I'm really asking in that moment is what is love? What is Black girl beauty? And how I tapped into this, how this topic became such a big deal for me is because when I began this topic and I started from last week, I started trying to put it together, like how I wanted to present it, what I wanted to say, and I started writing a poem, Black Girl Beauty, and I was just trying to find little cute things to say. Okay. I'm trying to find little cute things to say to put in the poem, just so that when I come in front of you guys, I had a nice poem to put together. And the first thing I asked myself was, what is Black girl beauty? And I'm going to make up a cute little rhyme to say with Black girl beauty. But then I actually sat and thought, like, what is Black girl beauty? And I realized that I didn't even really know what Black girl beauty was or what I felt like it was to me. So that became what I was thinking last week. Like, what is Black girl beauty? What is it really? And that's how I came back into the topic of fight for love. Sometimes you do have to fight for love. Fighting for that self-love is discovering who you are and realizing exactly how beautiful you are. Black girl beauty is discovering your love for yourself. When you discover love for yourself, how beautiful you are, you tap into a whole nother element of love. Loving yourself, doing things for yourself, getting to know who you truly are. So me not knowing what Black girl beauty was, I felt like, you know, maybe it was some things about me that I really didn't know. How can I sit here and speak on something that I really don't know? So I just really started trying to tap into what was love? What did I consider love? And why did I feel like you didn't have to fight for it? Like, and that's when you come to the conclusion that sometimes you don't know how to fight for love because you don't realize that you're really not loving yourself. You have to begin with self-love. It begins with self-love. There's nothing, you can't love anyone. You can't receive any type of love if you really get to know and love yourself. So me realizing that I didn't even really put the two together, Black girl beauty and love, it was going over my head. So me realizing that I didn't really know love the way I thought I did, it began to confuse me. Hey, you guys. Hello. It's nice to see you. Again, I want to say to everyone viewed and everyone watching, hello, add, drop, say anything you haven't said. You want to come in and drop a few comments. We're tapping into love tonight, ladies, because what I realized in this moment of trying to really dissect this topic and have something just really cute for you ladies to say to you, I realized that I didn't even really know what Black girl beauty was to me, what it meant. Because we asked that question, like, what does Black girl beauty mean to you? But that's really not what we should be asking. What is Black girl beauty? What is your Black girl beauty? Because what I discovered throughout this week, Black girl beauty differs for every woman. For me, I thought it was confidence. I thought it was me being so confident. That's my Black girl beauty. My confidence is in, my beauty is in my confidence. But no, it's actually love. And I didn't discover that my beauty was in love until I realized that I wasn't properly loving myself. And on the journey to love myself, I started trying to wonder what it was about me. Like in my life, my entire life, I've never really lived up to my full potential, given anything my all. I've just done, you know, just a little bit to get enough, to get there. Just done just enough to get by. And that's me just taking a harsh reality and deep look at myself. And I'm like, well, why haven't I ever gone hard for myself? You see yourself doing things and you've seen all the things that you've accomplished thus far. And then you think about where you would have been or what could have happened had you done this then. I'll use school as an example. When I was in college and even high school, I can go way back to the beginning. My teachers can tell you this. I never really did the work the way I could have done it. I always did enough to just pass the class. But they're like, I know they knew the potential in me. I used to really legit get in trouble in school because I just was lazy. I didn't want to do the work. I just did enough to get by. So I'm asking myself, why would you always do that? Like I had relationships that I never put my all in, activities I never put my all in. So you want to ask yourself, why do you never put your all into something? Why don't you go hard for yourself like you do for other people? Because people like me, we go hard for our family. We go hard for our friends. If somebody calls us and need us, we're there. Why don't you go hard for yourself like that? To ask yourself, maybe it's because I don't love myself. And it's for me. That's a harsh reality to tap into because I feel like nobody loves me more than me. But how can I say nobody loves me more than me if I'm not willing to do the work to make myself better? If I'm not willing to fight for myself, if I'm not willing to go hard for me, why ain't you making all A's in high school? Why ain't you making all A's in college? Why aren't you at the top of your game? Why aren't you in movies? Why aren't you doing poetry every day? Why aren't you going hard for you like you should? These are questions that I'm asking myself. Why aren't you loving yourself like you should? This is something that I'm looking in my mirror and I'm asking myself. And maybe it's because it has to be because I don't love myself. And we're going to take one sip on that, ladies. Because when you love yourself, there's nothing in the world you won't do for yourself. There's no way in the world you won't do what you need to do to better yourself. I have had situations where like me, 30 years old, just now teaching myself how to type. Imagine I have published a whole book. I've been writing poetry since the age of 7. There are so many things I do involving writing. Why don't I learn how to type? And the only reason me not knowing how to type has held me back in a lot of ways. It has kept me from putting together. There are essays and papers that I didn't write because I just didn't know how to type. And imagine me stepping up at 30 and decide I'm be 30 for a couple more years too, so don't nobody take it too deep that I'm saying I'm 30 because I'm gonna be 30 for a little while. But that's Black girl beauty as well. Know who you are, own who you are, and live in it. I'm gonna be 30 for a little while, ladies. So Can you ladies hear me? Want to make sure everybody can hear me. All right, I don't want to be out here. Okay, there we go. Just moving forward. I want to make sure everybody can hear me because I see a comment saying that you can't hear me. So, and just that quick, I did not. So, loving yourself and getting to know yourself, ladies, that is what we're tapping into. And I really lost my whole train of thought. When you decide to love yourself and get to know yourself, you realize things about yourself. Why aren't you going hard for yourself? Me not knowing how to type, there were literally moments in my life where I came across doing something and I just decided I didn't want to do it because it would have been faster for me to do it if I could type, but I couldn't type. And me just being so caught up in who I was, I guess this chip on my shoulder, or just, I don't know what it was. I really can't give you an answer. And that's that's another reason why I had to say to myself, you gotta really not really care about yourself the way you think you do. Because if you did, why don't you know how to type? It's nothing keeping you from doing it. I have so many situations in my life, and this is just me being 100% honest, where there is nothing standing in my way. There is absolutely no reason why for what it is that I could go for. And the only reason I can get it's a lack of love for oneself. And that's something that I'm telling myself. This is something that I tapped into, trying to have some cute words to say to you ladies here on Black Girl Beauty. But Black Girl Beauty is tapping into your issues. Black Girl Beauty is seeing what it is that you have going on. Black Girl Beauty is understanding that sometimes you got to fix you. You got to love on you. You got to see what it is that you need to learn. Because one thing about it, ladies, I'm going to tell you right now, don't nobody come before you. Don't put nobody before yourself. I mean, you can love people however they need to be loved and do whatever it is that you need to do. But your love for you needs to come first. You have to be willing to do what you need to do for you to get better. I began teaching myself how to type because I wasn't about to let something as simple as me not learning how to type keep me from writing my book. Because I literally had moments where I'm like, I don't feel like typing tonight. I don't feel like writing it tonight. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait till next week. Give me a week. And when I actually sat down, this is how God worked too. When you decide that you're really ready to do whatever it is that you want to do, God's going to make a way for you. No matter how it needs to be made or what it needs to be made, he's going to make a way for you to do it exactly the way he know you want to do it, because that's the only way you're going to continue to do it. I sat down and started learning how to type. And boom, within a week, I know how to type. Now, I ain't the fastest, but that's not the point. I can type now. I can sit down at the computer and type without looking down at the keyboard. So just that quick, I've started going hard with the blackgirlbeauty.org. I'm making slideshows. I'm really doing the work and typing up things that I wasn't doing before. It's something as simple as that can hold you back. Not loving yourself, ladies, can really prevent you from doing something so simple as teaching yourself how to type. Something so detrimental to your career and who you are and where you want to be. I'm a writer. That it's just important that I know how to type. So that's going to bring me into the poem that I have for you ladies tonight. I originally was going to redo the poems that I did last week, but in the midst of me tapping into this whole concept of Black Girl Beauty and loving yourself and tapping into it and really just dissecting the whole idea and conversation, it brought me to a whole nother poem, which is when I realized that I really didn't love myself the way I thought I did. And imagine me not loving it's hard for me to believe. But when you can't, one thing about it, step one to growth is admittance. If you can't admit to yourself what your real problem is, you'll never get anywhere. You'll never get past where you are if you can't admit what your real problem is. And sometimes there is absolutely no one standing in your way but you. So, tapping there, I'm going to go ahead and give you this poem. It's called Where Do You Exist? Where do you exist? Do you exist in your life? Because I didn't know I didn't. And I couldn't give myself a real reason why I never lived up to my potential. Why I never really went hard for me. Why I never really gave my all. Why I never fought to climb whenever I bumped into a wall. Why I always waited to help myself. Why I never really decided to do a little bit more until I really had nothing else left. The only conclusion that I could come up with was that I didn't love me. I mean, how could I truly love me if I never really fought for me? Never really gave my all. I left so many things incomplete. So many relationships I cried about, but never really put in any work. I just believed if I was good, things would fall into place and I would never get hurt. I didn't exist in my life. And I convinced myself that confidence was key. That couldn't be further from the truth. Confidence is strength. And honestly, strength is what we use to cover up things. If we have the strength to suffer with a smile, you might convince yourself that things are okay for a while. But eventually, you'll get confident enough to really figure out what's wrong. What's wrong with you? What do you have going on? Why doesn't your pain matter to you? Why don't you help yourself deal with your issues like you encourage others to do? Why do you think you'll always be okay? What is it that makes you keep standing in your own way? Do I really not love myself? I mean, that's the harsh reality. I mean, especially for me. But if I can't be honest with myself, then who really deserves my honesty? I guess I don't love myself, so I don't really know where I exist. One thing for sure, that's something I must fix. I blinded myself being so confident. I really truly believed nobody loved me more than me, and I believed it. But reality set in, and I couldn't see it. So I couldn't truly receive it. That's something I vow to change, and it must change quick. Because if I don't love myself, there's no way I can demand it. I mean, not genuinely. That's why I'm continuously wondering why so many crazy things keep happening to me. First thing I have to do is start loving me, allowing myself to grow, planting inside myself a love seed. I used to believe confidence was key. That's all changed. I now know it's beauty. When you truly love yourself, you'll see how beautiful you really are. There'll be things you'll change and things you'll stop before they get too far. You won't allow certain things because they're simply beneath you. You allow yourself to grow and learn things you never knew. My black girl beauty is love, and that's where I exist. That's where I put it all on the line. That's where I take those risks. Love is beautiful, and for me, that's black girl beauty. And here's the secret. Black girl beauty is the key. Truth be told. Yes, ladies, you have to find out where you exist in this world. When you find out where you exist, and when you decide to tap into your, hi, CJ, my student is on here. I hope you are tapping into black beauty in general. You have to step into black beauty and get to know who you are and love yourself. When you find out where you exist, sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you have to realize that you don't know who you truly are. You don't really know where you truly exist. You're just moving. You're just going through the emotions. You're allowing things to happen to you. You are dealing with certain things that you normally wouldn't deal with, and you can't understand why. Loved your letter. You can't understand why you're dealing with certain things because they're just happening. You don't truly love yourself, because when you truly love yourself, you'll fight for yourself. You won't allow certain things to happen to you. You'll be willing to do what you need to do to better yourself. You'll do all the work you need to get to know yourself. About 2 weeks ago, when I had my show, Please Do Not Be Petty, I let my mother come on, and she began to chastise me online in front of everyone. And it really made me mad. You can see it in my face online. And I had decided that I wanted to do this show by myself. I was never going to let that happen again. That was me stopping myself. That's me not willing to grow. That's me not willing to receive. Sometimes you need to hear what people are saying, even when they're not saying it in the place, the setting, or the time that you feel is necessary. You have to be able to receive it, even when it's not coming to you on a silver platter. You have to be willing to make changes to better yourself. You have to be willing to find out where you exist. And it may not be easy. It actually might even be a little hard. I had to really step into the idea that maybe I don't love myself the way I think I do. Because if I love myself the way I thought I did, I wouldn't allow myself to stop myself from being the best of me. Why am I not living up to my full potential? Why am I not putting in the work? Why am I not going hard for me the way I should be? Forget how hard you go for anybody else. You cannot go hard for anybody another day in your life. That shouldn't stop you from going hard for you. That shouldn't stop you from being who you are. That shouldn't stop you from putting in the work to make yourself better. I am no longer standing in my way. I am getting in front of myself so that I can get ahead of myself. Woo! I like that. I am getting from in front of myself so that I can get ahead of myself. Because there are so many places I know that God has for me to go. There are so many more things I have yet to do. There is so much more black girl beauty that I have to tap into, that I have to understand, that I have to fight for. And that is what I mean, ladies. You have to fight for love. Fight for the love for you. Fight to love yourself. Fight to find out what it is that you need to do to better yourself. Be willing to learn. Be willing to receive things when they come to you. Be willing to accept I'm going to say chastism. I don't even think that's a word. Be willing to receive things when they come to you, even if they're not coming to you the way they want to. Sometimes you're going to get a spanking. Sometimes it's going to hurt. Sometimes your feelings is gonna get a little dented, but you gotta be able to receive the message. You gotta be able to take that. Sometimes you need that. Me and my mom, we're better together. We make things happen together. She is gonna have my back. Nobody's gonna have my back like she gonna have my back. She get on my nerves sometimes, and she may not always say things the way I want it to be said. But at the end of the day, most times, she's right. And that is what you got to tap into. My dad, it's something my father told me. It's better to win than it is to be right. You got to tap into that. Find out where you exist so that you can start winning. We're going to take one more sip to that later. You have to start loving yourself so that you can start winning, so that you can find out where you exist. It's not okay to just go through the motions. You're waking up every day. You're going to work. You're doing things that you think you're doing because that's what's on the books for you. That's what's on the schedule. It's on the schedule to go to work. It's on the schedule to go to school. It's on a schedule to get your work done. But why are you doing it? Are you doing it because you think that you should do it? Or are you doing it because this is where it's going to get you to be who you want to be? Some of us want to be nurses and doctors and lawyers and presidents. Some of us want to be the greatest people in the world. If you want to be that person, you have to be willing to fight for it. You have to be willing to love yourself enough to find out what it is that you need to do to better yourself. You have to be willing to love yourself enough to put an end to things that are not good for you, to separate yourself from crowds that no longer serve you justice. You have to be willing to stand up for yourself in situations that are not treating you right. Sometimes it's okay to stand your ground. You can respectfully let someone know or let it clear up a situation without going over the top. I thought confidence was key for me. But confidence is, that's another way of me taking the easy way out. Like I told you, why don't you go hard for yourself? Why don't you live up to your full potential? Confidence is easy for me. It's easy to be confident. I can confidently walk around here and do almost anything I want to do. God has blessed me to really do majority of what I want to do whenever I want to do it. And I'm thankful for that. And it's because, and I do it confidently. But do I love myself while I'm doing it? Am I doing it to really just to better myself? Or am I just doing this because I can? That is what we're trying to step away from. Black girl beauty is tapping into your real strengths so that you can better yourself, so that you can grow, so that you can get to know the side of you that you didn't know before. And I'm going to tell you, ladies, when you start loving yourself, ladies and gentlemen, when you start loving yourself, when you start doing things to better yourself, you're going to see opportunities start falling in your lap. Things are going to start just ironically working themselves out simply because you're doing what you need to do. You're on the right path. You're in the right place for the right things to happen to you. That is black girl beauty. That is it's black girl magic. When you tap into black girl beauty, you unlock black girl magic. Black girl beauty is the key, ladies and gentlemen. They try to convince us that it's not. If it wasn't so, if black beauty in general, if it wasn't so powerful, people wouldn't try to take it away from us. They wouldn't demean us for having it. Black girl, your beauty is so beautiful that other women pay to have it. Can you imagine that? Somebody paying to have what you wake up and give away for free. We give away this melon. We give away this love. We give away this confidence. We give away this attitude, this black girl beauty attitude. We give it away because we don't care about it. We don't love it enough to want to hold on to it. Get to know that black girl beauty. Learn yourself. Learn to love yourself. Get to learn that black man beauty for the men online. Get to know the black beauty inside of you so that you can tap into the side of you that you didn't know. Sometimes we don't even know that we don't know what love is. Black beauty. Do you know what black beauty is? Do you know how beautiful you are? Do you know the power you possess? By tapping into that. That is what we have to tap into, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to go ahead and see if Miss Amanda is available because I have some questions that I want to get to know. Last week when I was on live, there was a mishap and there were some questions that had a mix-up, but they were really some good questions. And I'm using the wrong mic. There were really some good questions, and I want to tap into them. Hello, Miss Amanda. How are you? I am so happy to have you on here with us here tonight. All right. Let me see. Can everyone hear Miss Amanda? Okay, no. Let me handle her. There you go. Okay, let me move mine. I'm in here. I can hear. Okay. So, Miss Amanda, one of the questions that was asked last week that I want to tap into. Okay, yeah, let me slide over something. I like to be in the middle. Oh, actually, I'm still in the middle, but I'm looking at it on a split screen, so it's got me cut off. One of the questions I wanted to tap into that I asked last week, it was cut off so you couldn't really see it, but do you believe that you were loved properly growing up? Do you believe that you were raised in love?
That's a good question. I believe that I was definitely raised in love.
Can you turn
I
your volume up
believe,
a little?
pardon me?
What?
Can you hear me? Are you sure you can
Yes.
hear me? Okay. What I believe is that, and this is a question for everyone, this is an answer for everyone. I believe that we can only love according to the love that's given us, how we were raised. And I believe that I was raised in love, but I believe that my parents' love, I believe they gave me the love that they could to the best of their abilities. Okay, why do I say that? Why do I answer the question like that? I answer the question like that because oftentimes I think people are so busy looking at other people's life, other people's love, other people's families until they begin to demeanor who they are and who their family is. I believe that we all have a story. I believe that our stories are built from our lives. And I believe that if we could tap into who we are, like you said earlier, you have to know who you are in order to love yourself. You have to know everything about you and operate accordingly. In other words, I know this is where I came from. I know I had a mom and a dad, or maybe I didn't have a dad around, or maybe my mom wasn't around. I know my circumstances. Now I'm going to create a plan for my life because I'm not going to walk around with excuses. Oftentimes, and this is my thing with Black women, we talk about what we don't have. My mom didn't do this for me. My dad didn't do this for me. My dad wasn't around. I don't care who wasn't in your life. I really don't. My answer to you is, as Black women, we have to learn how to work with what we have. And so if I
Absolutely.
only got a little piece of it, I have to take that piece that I got and make more. And so once we begin to tap into that, this is what I have to work with. This is all I got. And I'm
Absolutely.
going to take what I got, the little love that I got, I'm going to take it and I'm going to make it manifest to be more and more and more and more. And so that's my answer. Yes, I believe that I was raised in love. I believe that my parents gave me the best of love that they could possibly give with what they had. I really do believe that.
And that's all it's about. That's like what I was saying. When you tap into who you are and you begin to love yourself, you see all the things that you need and you can begin to heal yourself. Because sometimes it's really about self-healing and beginning to get to know yourself on a different level so that you can find out what it is that you need to love yourself and what it is that you need to love. Get excuse me, getting to know yourself is getting to know love. And that's Black girl beauty, ladies and gentlemen. Being able to look at yourself and not blame your parents for your mistakes. Being able to build yourself up off of who you would be had you been more for yourself. That's what I was saying, ladies, about stepping outside of your own way. You can have a million and one excuses as to why Bob, Joe, Dick, and Harry didn't do this, that, the third for you. But when you take a step back and you really look at it, if you loved yourself enough to make it happen for yourself, nothing would have gotten in your way. Nothing would have stood in your way. And you use the lessons that you learned throughout your life, growing and moving forward to help you get what you need to get when you get where you're going. Sometimes you have to learn to look past what you think you didn't get or what you think you didn't receive the way you should have and move and use that to make you better.
And I
Move.
want to tap into that a little bit as well, because oftentimes we like to say, my mom didn't do this or my dad didn't do that. But I really believe that as a parent, we probably don't give as much as we could have given. Why? Because when you're young, in your 30s, 40s, 20s, however old you were when you had your child, you probably was working a full-time job. You had to go home and cook dinner. You might have been a wife. You might have had to take care of your parents. I don't know what it was, but we wear a lot of hats as parents, as mothers and fathers. But then as it goes on, you begin to see, God, I could have did this a little bit better. I could have did that a little bit better. And that's why oftentimes I hear people say, well, she was a better grandmom than she was a mom. And that comes from wisdom. Because by the time you become a grandmom, you've already done the mom thing maybe once, twice, three times. And so you've gotten better and better. And that's why you're a better grandmother. So we
Absolutely.
can't, but what we have to do as individuals is we have to own up to our own stuff. The love that you got, you take that love and you pass it on and you pass it on and you pass it on. You can't keep sitting here making excuses about life,
Absolutely.
because the love that you got, there's some plenty of people out there that didn't get that love that you got, and they would love to have that love.
Are you talking to me?
Oh, absolutely. No, absolutely not. I'm not talking to you. Not about this right now. I'm talking to the people right now. I'm talking to
I was
Black
joking,
women.
Mom. I was joking. Before she gets too deep, my mom loved me, you guys. We sometimes you have to fight for love. You got to fight to get to know it. That's why I said sometimes you got to step outside your own way. And this is 30-year-old. I'm gonna be 30 for a few more years now. I got to keep
And
reminding
I
myself.
want to speak on that a little bit, because she
What's the matter?
said
We're crossing new
we have to
bridges.
step up,
This is why she
we
was
have to step
taking
out
me
our
with it.
own way. And I think my children got so much love until oftentimes you're fighting for something you don't have to fight for. You don't have to fight for love for it with Amanda.
Miss
You got it. You
Amanda, go ahead and cut it out. She gonna say, I think my kids got so much love. If you don't cut it, we are loved, and we were taught we really got a different type of love, because we got love and business. And in hindsight, there's nothing more of a blessing than to receive both, because some people just get business, some people just get love, some people don't get either. But when you can get both, if you're mature enough to receive it, because as kids we don't want to work. We don't want to learn nothing. We don't want to do anything. We just want things to fall into our lap. We want our allowance on time. We want to be able, these days, we want to be able to play the video game. Kids don't even go outside anymore. So there are a lot of things that kids overlook simply from being kids. But when you're able to receive love and business on this type of platform, you can move forward, you can create atmospheres, and you can do amazing things. And that is why we have to be willing to love ourselves enough. Remember I said in the poem, you have to love yourself enough to allow yourself to learn things that you need to learn to better yourself. You have to allow yourself to love yourself enough to stand up for yourself and fight for what it is that you need to get to another level. You have to be willing to put in the work. You have to be willing to get to know yourself. You have to be willing to answer the hard questions. You have to be willing to really be real with yourself. I had to be honest with, come on now, Uniquia. What do you mean you don't love yourself? Like, I do love myself. But obviously, I don't love myself as much as I thought I did, because if I did, I would have done so many things by now. And it's not to say that it's too late. It's not to say that you can't. It's just to say that you have to step out of your way so that you can get a, what did I say? I have to step outside of myself. Step in front of myself. I got to go back and watch it. So I remember what I said. I have to step from in front of myself.
you have
So
to
that I
get out
could
of your own way. And see, a lot of
I have to
times,
step outside from in front of myself so I can get ahead of myself.
but here's the deal. Here's the deal, Uniqua. Here's the deal.
What's the deal?
And I'm speaking to Black women now. I'm finding that your generation of women, we're talking about the unseasoned now. Is it the unseasoned or the season?
It's the
Okay.
unseasoned. We're definitely not
It,
seasoned.
it's the
We're
unseasoned.
definitely not seasoned.
I think what I'm seeing in your generation of women is that I see a lot of potential. I see a lot of creativeness. I see a lot of hunger, a lot of talent, a lot of talent.
Don't forget that. A lot of
Pardon me?
boss.
A lot of boss. Yes. a lot of talent, but I'm also seeing a lot of women that don't know who they are, and they feel
Absolutely.
like they got to do this and that to fit in. And I want to say to those women, be yourself. You don't
Absolutely.
have to play, you don't have to do what everybody else is doing to fit into this world. You already have your place. God has already given you a place and given you an assignment. So I want to say, I want to use the word weak, but I don't want to use the word weak because
Lack confidence. We
I
lack in
I
confidence.
know we're better than that. And I see that in a lot of Black women. Put your head up. Put your head up and know who you are. Don't be ashamed of who you are. Don't, and it's okay to be who you are. You don't have to fit in with nobody to be accepted.
At
You're
all.
already accepted. You're already who you are. You're already this beautiful creature. And if you would know that and realize that, then I think that's the start of the turnaround, the transformation of who you can possibly be, of tapping into your full potential.
Exactly. You have to, the first step, ladies, is learning to love yourself. That's why I had to come back and attack this topic. That's why I had to bring it to a whole nother level, because we have to learn to love ourselves. We have to be willing to do what we need to do to understand what it is that we need so that we can love ourselves. You have to be willing to first understand what it is I'm doing wrong. What it is that what is it in me that's allowing this same situation to keep occurring the same way it's happening? Why am I not willing to fight to find out what it is I need to know? You have to be willing to love yourself. You have to be willing to fight for that.
And make sure you take the time, if you
I
have
can see when you about to
questions,
say something.
if you have questions or comments, take the time to post your comments in the comment section so that we will look at these comments later, and we will, hey Kiana, how are you? And we will get back with you on these questions. Also, I have a prize that I want to give out.
Absolutely. I want to
From
go ahead and before you give out that prize, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to my student. He's going to be future president. Thank you for tuning in. And I hope you are taking note on everything that we said, because the same things that Black girls use for beauty, Black men use for beauty. And you have to be willing to love yourself enough to fight for whatever it is that you think that you need to get so that you can be a better man, a better woman, so that you can reach goals and heights that you never knew you could reach. You have to be willing to tap inside of that. Learn to love yourself. Find out what it is that you need to love yourself. Go ahead, Mom, and give away your gift. Hi, you
and
guys.
and,
Thank you.
and loving yourself, you guys, that
Her
means
birthday
that
twin.
that
Your
means
birthday twins
loving,
online.
that means loving all your flaws.
Absolutely.
There's
Loving
not a
yourself for who you
perfect,
are.
there's not a perfect person out here in this world. And anybody who tries to convince you that you're not beautiful because of your flaws, or because you made mistakes in your life, you are not worthy. Anybody who makes you feel that way, remove them from your life.
Remove them.
Remove them, because you are beautiful even with your flaws, even with your mistakes.
You're beautiful even if you're not beautiful. And I'm
and
gonna say
even
that
and
beauty
even
tries to hold us.
the person who's trying to tell you that you're not beautiful, I guarantee you, if you tap into their life, they're walking around with some insecurities because they are not beautiful, or they don't feel beautiful. So don't let nobody tell you, oh, well, you did this and you did that, or that happened to you, or your mom was this, or your dad was that. So you can't be beautiful, or you can't achieve this, or you can't succeed in life.
I want to pause 1 second, ladies. Black girl beauty. Black beauty, period, is one of the only type of beauties in the world that people make you fight to defend. You can't come out your mouth and be proud to be Black and beautiful on any type of way, because somehow you're offending whoever it is that's not Black and beautiful. And I said that because if someone comes out of their mouth and speaks against your Black beauty, stand up for yourself and fight for that. If someone comes outside of their mouth and speaks about your mother, your father, your family, your history, and who you are in any type of way, stand up for that. I don't let nobody talk about my mom. You can't talk about my dad. You can't talk about my Black beauty. You can't talk about me. And I don't have to disrespect you to check you.
And I want to speak, and I want to touch that as well, because let me tell you something, ladies. your alcoholic brother, your drug addict cousin, your loud aunt,
your obese sister.
It don't matter. You are still black and beautiful.
And all
that's
of that
that's a part of your story. That is a part of your story. That story can make millions for you if you tap into it. Do not be in denial about who you are. And just because you have that in your life, don't mean that you can't achieve and you can't surpass that. And it don't mean that has to be you.
It's not even something you need to always surpass. It's maybe something you need to embrace. Sometimes getting to know who you are and what made you who you are and every element of you, your alcoholic cousin, all those people. There are reasons why you don't do certain things. There are reasons why you don't go certain places. There are reasons why certain things just turn you off or make you think about things differently because you've seen certain things. You know certain things. You have to be willing to receive messages from everybody in every type of way. Sometimes that alcoholic uncle is telling you not to be an alcoholic like him.
Absolutely.
Sometimes that drug addict auntie is teaching you not to be a drug addict like her.
Absolutely.
Everybody that's a piece of you is somehow a part of you. And if you really want to tap into the reality of everything, everyone that is a piece of you, you have the ability, the capability. And I want you to brace yourselves for this. You have the ability and the capability to become. And I'm telling you that so that you can humble yourself. That auntie is someone that you could possibly be if you don't keep yourself in line and learn to love yourself, to be a better version of yourself. We can't judge people for the decisions that they made in their lives, but we can use their stories to better ourselves so that we don't make the same mistakes that they did. If you're so busy judging people for their mistakes, you'll never be able to really receive the message that came from their mistakes.
That's right. Zanisha says, love me first. That's right. That's right. And thank you, Kiana, for being on here with us tonight with your beautiful self. And
Definitely.
CJ, we're just so happy to have you. And I want to announce my winner, y'all. We were talking about a winner and we want to a little bit. I want to say Kiwanis Young. I have a free 1 hour consultation with you on your business on beauty.
Okay.
So that is the free prize that I have tonight. Kiwanis Young, I have a free 1 hour consultation to sit down with you about growing your business because I'm a beauty consultant as well. And I teach small businesses, beauty students, and beauty professionals how to open and build their businesses. So Kiwana, you are my winner from Monday night. So Kiwana,
it is time to build your business, get that information, milk it. And I'm gonna tell you right now, whenever your consultation is, this is just a little tip, sis. Go ahead and write down all your questions. Go ahead and write down anything you think you might need to ask. Milk every bit of that hour. And that's why I'm telling you, love yourself enough to learn everything you need to learn in any opportunity. Whether it comes to you, you could be on the side of the road and somebody come up to you and give you some information about your business. Stop. Take that information. But if you know it's coming on down the road, get prepared. I'm telling you, get all your notes and questions. Because when people tell you they got something for you, oh, you get ready to receive it, honey. Yes.
So Kiwana, I want you to go. Just make sure I get your information. I know you already have my information, so you can give me a call and we can talk about that. And for all you guys who are not a member of the group blackgirlbeauty.org, please join the group blackgirlbeauty.org because that's where we empower each other, strengthen each other. If you got questions about your personal life, anything, whatever questions you have, you could post it in the group. And if you are, we also want you to like our Facebook page, Amanda and Uniquia Women Empowerment. So that, and before before I get off of here, I'm gonna let Uniquia close out. But before I leave, I want to say if there are any women that do not love themselves or would like more information on how to love themselves, we have a free, I repeat, a free workshop coming up.
She got her license
and I want you guys to tap in on it. So go to www.blackgirlbeauty.org, and under that picture of the woman and her babies, Under that picture, it should say register for the free workshop. Please register for that free workshop. Fill out the information and register for that free webinar that's coming up.
Definitely.
And tap in. So it was a plum pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege to chat with you guys tonight. Uniquia, thank you for having me.
Thank you
and
for
I'm
being
going
here,
to exit.
Mom. I really appreciate you. This is my backbone. This is who puts it all together for me. My mom is who was pushing me to move forward when I was in my own way. I had to call her and give her a whole revelation. Like I told you, last week took me on a whole journey because I asked myself, it literally began with me saying, what is Black girl beauty? And I was really like, I don't know. So it took me on a whole journey, and that is what brought me to fighting for love, ladies. You have to fight for love. And next week, we will be talking about what it is that we need. And what we need, Black girl beauty, what we need is peace. What we need is peace. We think we need love. We think we need confidence. We think we need fun. We think we need so many things. But in reality, all those things, if they come to us exactly how we need them, it'll give us peace. What we need is peace. And that is what we'll be talking about next week, ladies. Remember to tune into the Amanda Manigault Show in these same places, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, next week on Monday at 8 p.m. to receive these magnetic lashes. Don't forget to win these lashes. You need to, if you're not already a part of the blackgirlbeauty.org group, send me a message and I'll send you an invite. It is a private group, but we want as many ladies to tap into that group so that we can get to know each other, we can help each other, we can support, we can grow, we can learn to love ourselves. Each week, we're going to be learning something new. Consistency is key. I am stepping outside of my own way, and I am learning to exist in my own life. Reality of me saying that is just so crazy to me. But that is what I'm doing, and it's not easy. It's not going to happen overnight. It takes work. You have to fight for yourself. Fight for your love of you. I'm giving away. I will be coming into the Amanda Manigault Show on Monday at 8 p.m. to give away these lashes to the lady that adds the most ladies to our blackgirlbeauty.org group. So go ahead, ladies, and start adding. I'm so thankful for having you guys here on Chitter Chatter, where we get together. We discuss what matters when Black women chitter. We have to get together and tap into these issues that we don't normally tap into, ladies. It is about loving ourselves, getting to know ourselves, and discovering what Black girl beauty is. Have a great night, ladies.